Hey traders, after hours, homework, third video. If you didn't watch the other two, go watch them. Look in the channel, the two most recent. Actually watch the three most recent. Why? Because you will see that we do what? We go live. This morning we went live for an hour before the market opened. Yes, we charted for an hour. I don't know how many tickers, 30? And it was a lot of fun. So in order to join the group, follow the channel, subscribe, and hit the bell. This way you will get notified by email next time we go live. We can't send emails. You just get notified when we go live, which is not a lot. Therefore, there's no spamming. We don't control it. YouTube does. Okay, what are we doing here? We're looking at Meta after the report of the earnings. This is where I went with data versus gut and feelings. So I thought that Meta's recent rally was ridiculous. This rally was extended. So I've been saying, okay, my instinct is to short it into the earnings. And then I looked at the options data today and I interpreted for our group and it looked like they wanted upside. And then I also layered on top of it some other logic that includes crypto, but that's a different conversation. So the point is, I wanted to bet down. And I said, no, I'll make the call that it's going to rally more likely than not in the after hours on the earnings reaction. And it's up like 12%. So everybody should go pile into it, right? No, you shouldn't. You should do homework first. And that's what we're doing right here. This rally is not people chasing a stock. This is something like systemic. This is what it felt like. And then the options transactions, after looking into almost each transaction, looked like they were making room for a rally. Like the positions that were there that were taken out in order to leave room for a rally and not pay a lot of people. So up it is, but if I'm not long, do I buy it here? Well, it's up at 231. The answer is an easy no, because it's going into a prior fail. Giant gap above. What are the odds of it busting straight into the gaps? So that is my concern. I feel like I'm chasing too late, and I feel like if the market opens here tomorrow morning and I go in and I buy Meta stock all in, I'm bailing these people out. If I desperately need to be long Meta, why not just nibble and wait? I'm not buying calls to chase. I had a few people ask me about call calendars, or they asked me, how do I trade this? And I said a call calendar or diagonal would be best. The implied volatility was a lot higher for this week as it is out week, and I showed them example of how to buy something out in time, sell something shorter time against it in order to leverage the implied volatility and differential. That usually works. So if they did calendars, they may have a problem tomorrow. If they did diagonals, it's a lot easier to manage the win. So I had a calendar in, who reported today? Anyway, my calendar works. Oh, Microsoft. The calendar of Microsoft, I paid $108 for it per contract. And at the open is like $415. And I think it went up to $450 per contract. So it was an easy win, but it was a lottery ticket because we leveraged the differential in implied volatility. So this one is going to be up and away. I would resist the urge to chase blindly. I would be looking to buy dips in rallies. So luckily, I was waiting for the report. I think it had a shrinkage in sales last couple of quarters. They grew sales very tiny single digit. That is a happy news. At least they turned it around. So cautiously optimistic. The mode for me is, what the hell is this? Let's see if it dips a little bit. I'm definitely not chasing it. That's a significant candle, and you should respect it. Somebody shorting it just because it's up. Unlike Chipotle, which I did a video on earlier today, it's up in open air. This one has something you can short against. So if somebody takes a bearish position, at least they can say, well, I'm shorting the spike in last April or January, February. And they can say, if it takes out the February high from last year, I'm out. So at least they have a reference point. But with Chipotle, I think McDonald's as well, they're in open air. There's no higher value to throw against when you decide to go short. Fundamentally, I mean, you can't argue with a company that has 3 billion active users, whatever it is that they have. I mean, they can sell chiclets and they will still make money. and be profitable and be successful and be a beast. So I wouldn't argue with it just because it's this high. And the fundamentals are pretty strong. They're not weak. How about that? So there's nothing to do at this point, just like the other one. Maybe this video will hit somebody to not chase at the open. All right, moving on to the next video. Maybe I'll have time for one more video. See you later. Hit the like button if you like it.